Paula Luna a few months ago, I don't know if you remember this. Um, she was testifying at the Hill, and it was on sanctuary
Mhm,
cities. And I believe that she was suggesting that charges should be brought up against the mayors of these
mhm,
sanctuary cities because what they've done as far as the human trafficking, letting the illegals come in, not cooperating with ICE and federal
mhm.
authorities, that essentially, like the mayor of Boston, is guilty of certain
Yes,
crimes. Now, I know that might be a stretch, Michael, but is there a potential that some of these sanctuary city mayors could be legally liable for the actions they've been doing for the last few
it's not a
years?
stretch. Yes, they're liable, so is the governor. And yes, they should be. And they were warned. In fact, Pam Bondi did warn both Eric Adams and Kathy Hochul in New York, as well as Gavin Newsom, I believe Gretchen Whitmer, and J.B. Pritzker. These are all governors. They are liable because in violating the federal government's laws, in violating national security, immigration law, they have endangered the American people. And they have directed resources away from the American people who desperately need it. That would be the homeless, that would be veterans, mentally ill, children who are hungry. They've taken these things away from them to give to foreigners who shouldn't be here in the first place. They are liable. So if any of those individuals get sick, get ill, die as a consequence of money that's been diverted to illegal aliens that shouldn't be here in the first place because of their sanctuary city status, any crime that's committed because of that sanctuary status that was given to this criminal, because they didn't want to turn them over to ICE and allow them to be deported, then they are criminally liable for those actions. And they can, one, they should be removed. And two, yes, they can be arrested and thrown in jail. And they should.
Michael, Michael? I'm listening to your reasoning, and so if an illegal commits a murder in Philadelphia or whatever sanctuary city, you would consider the mayor as an accessory.
Absolutely. If the
So
mayor,
this
now let
almost
me
seems
be
like a
clear.
cut.
If that mayor has put in and supported policies to make their city a sanctuary city, and the governor has not taken action to punish that city and that mayor for those actions, knowing full well this is a violation of law, this is a danger of national security. We know what is the likelihood. Can that lead to, in many cases we've seen it has, what was the law that was just put out about the young woman who was killed out on a college campus by an illegal alien who had first been in New York State, got in trouble in New York State, was arrested in New York State, and they let him go because of sanctuary state, sanctuary city. And then he went down
Right.
to Georgia and killed a college student.
That's the
Yes,
Riley
Riley.
girl,
Thank you.
the nurse?
Casey
Okay.
Riley.
You're saying the whole
Yes.
package here. The governor goes and the
Yes.
mayor
Get rid of
goes.
the root and stem of the corruption and the problem. They know what they are doing. They know that they have broken the law. They're just assuming that because of their positions, that they are too vital, too important to be removed, that they have too much political clout to be held to the same standard that you and I are. I disagree with that. No one is above the law, even a governor. They've broken the law. They should be accountable. And if you don't want to arrest them, as we should, and you don't want to put them in jail, as they should be, then at the very least, all federal funding to that city and or that state should be cut. And I am in New York State, which is a sanctuary state, which would suck for me personally. But I will tell you that I would applaud if Pam Bondi, if Donald Trump, the State Department, if they came together and they said, oh, you know what? New York State is a sanctuary state, and we're pulling all federal funding because they violate the law on purpose. Fantastic. That's the right thing to do. Thank you very much. Please do punish my state for that. Pull all federal funding. Don't give them a dime.
Michael, I think that's like a viral moment. I think we have to get off the last 5 minutes. What you were saying, that's like that is something.